Good Monday afternoon, everybody. November 13th, 2017. We roll on, and we're freezing this morning here in the FACTv studios. It's cold. It's cold outside.
Shivery.
It's cold inside.
Shiver me timbers.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, the whole gang's back. It's been a while, and we're happy to be back.
Whoa, that wrong guy.
Look at that guy.
Get him twice.
Double Preston.
Yeah.
So
Double McGum.
I was saying last week on Friday that I enjoyed watching the show from St. Louis.
Oh.
I caught some of the headlines.
Yeah.
Do you think it's one of our farthest away viewerships?
I don't know.
I'm thinking Fitchburg, Massachusetts tunes in. You know what I mean?
They have to every
Talking
once in a
about
while.
Fitchburg.
Yeah, they're like, oh man, that's great.
Yeah, local
And they're
news.
like, wait, there's no Fitchrona Street.
Yeah. Where's Lacey Road at? Where's this construction?
Where's this construction going on?
So yeah, it's nice to have you guys all back.
We're all here.
I think you get us. Well, you kind of get an on and off week. You
Oh.
got all today, then you're gone tomorrow.
Yep.
Then we're back together Wednesday,
Yep.
Thursday,
Yep.
and then you're off Friday.
I'm off Friday. I'm out of here.
So
Man,
well deserved.
What a life.
what a
What a life.
What a life I live, you know? Follow me on my travels. No, I don't have any.
You don't have
I don't
any.
have a travel show. I don't engage in that much social media type of situation. I'm really a consumer.
Are you?
Social media side. I don't do anything with it.
I same way.
You know, when I was in high
Consumer,
school,
not a doer.
I was about it. I was all about it. The rage, the hot new tech out there, social media. Everyone's like, "Wow, this is amazing." You know?
Do you know what I find myself doing? Because here,
Tell me.
if here for what we put on our Facebook page, like I'm used to posting up and sharing a bunch of stuff.
Right.
Sometimes at home, I forget that I'm on my own, and I get ready to share something that I come across, and I'm like, wait. This is my own.
This
what
is
am I?
me.
I don't need to share traffic patterns and
You don't.
Why
you don't
not?
have to. You
Whatever.
could though. You absolutely
All right.
could.
turn into my own news.
Yeah.
And you all should.
Joe Crosby News.
You know what I mean?
I do share a lot of the stuff that we do, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's okay. Get it out there.
Get it out there.
The more you know.
the more
Put it out there. But I'm just trying to
we're
learn.
gonna get sued one of these
You know
days
what I mean?
for that.
I'm a student of social media. I'm trying to figure out what are these kids doing out there today. You know, I'm trying to keep my finger on the pulse of youth culture as much as I can.
Is it more Twitter world now? And
Instagram, man, Instagram.
Instagram.
It's all
And
about the
Snapchat.
Instagram.
Snapchat, Instagram.
why
Huge.
Instagram?
Huge.
Oh, people love Instagram, dude.
Is it because
it's
you
got
can
video, it's got photo, it's got the best photos, it's got everything
Do you
that
have
all the
text?
social media. Yeah, you got tons of text. You have
Does it go
lengthy
away?
text. No, it doesn't. But they do have a feature like Snapchat where you can do a story with only the 15-second videos. People love it. Instagram. That's what it's all about.
It's kind of the in-betweener between all of them. Between Facebook, between
Yeah.
Snapchat, you have all the things, but, your
But-
messages stay there.
They're in danger of becoming not very cool anymore.
Instagram?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Because here's the problem. Here's what always happens, right?
Okay.
They become amazing.
Yep.
They attract the brands. They attract the money. And once the brands show up, the kids don't want to be part of it anymore. Because it's just not fun. It's not fun anymore. I get you.
The brands.
The pulse.
This is why you're tracking all this.
This is exactly why I'm tracking all this.
Good man.
So there you go.
We appreciate you.
Do you
That's
think
a
it
little lesson.
will ever full circle back around to just normal conversations?
MySpace? No. You're going way back.
I was
Circa 2000.
Can we actually
There is
can we have
a
conversation?
resurgence in peer-to-peer talking, I think. You know what I mean? Just like physical games, board games are making a huge comeback. There's something about the tactile nature of these things. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, follow me on my blog that I don't
Go.
have.
That I don't have.
I was gonna say I would want to follow that just to
I
see,
would. I would
just
see
to be
what you
curious
What
to
a great.
see.
I'd be
Hear my
interested.
musings.
I would love to if you were
Talk
like a
about
third
Randy.
person though, like if
Oh,
you
yeah.
talk to yourself like a third person.
I'd love
Oh my
that.
gosh. Yeah.
Hey, baby, Preston's writing this blog. Yeah.
Preston's sitting over on the couch watching Randy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh,
All right, let's get up to date on what's happening here on the show today. Got a lot of headlines to get to today. Big retirement last Friday that we'll get to talk about here coming up. Of course, it's Monday. Verona Road construction update. No Lacey Road construction update anymore. It's open. You can just drive right through it. Woo. And then our big guest segment today is we're going to recap the Veterans Program that was held here on Friday. I got to watch a good chunk of this in my office, and it's a very nice presentation.
Yeah.
So looking forward to reviewing that, going back.
Sweet.
And then, of course, a little PB&J action, if you will. But first, we got to get to alternate side parking.
Indeed we do. Here's a reminder, Fitchburg residents, each and every one of you, that Fitchburg's alternate side parking restrictions in effect citywide 7 days a week, regardless of the weather, from November 15th to March 15th. If you have any questions about this, you can contact the police department, 270-4300. And of course, this graphic is super nice and helpful. If it's an even day, you park on the even side of the street. If it's an odd day, you park on the odd side of the street. And that's set 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. So overnight. Make sure you're parking on the correct side of the street. Again, doesn't matter what the weather, doesn't matter which day of the week. It's always in effect.
Absolutely. And if you recall from our interview with Mark Hodel with plowing, this is what it's about, it's plowing. And the city doesn't really call snow emergencies because they use the alternate parking to kind of combat that scenario. So, 2 days away. Got to keep awake with that. 2 days away here. We'll remind you on, what will that be, Wednesday?
Yes.
You betcha. All right. Moving forward, Tom Blotter, Fitchburg Police Department Chief, has retired. We told you about this a little bit earlier. But on Friday, he had his farewell goodbye here at the city. And this is what the police department wrote. It said, today, following 40 years of service to the Fitchburg community, Chief Thomas Blotter welcomes friend, family, and coworkers for his final remarks as chief before beginning his retirement. Chief Blotter began his career with Fitchburg Police Department in May 9th, 1977. Over the years, Chief Blotter rose through the ranks, serving as an officer, sergeant, lieutenant, deputy chief before being named chief of police in 2000. I'm looking forward. We finally got a chance to sit down with Mr. Tom, and we will have an exclusive. I haven't decided how we're going to do this yet, but I got to sit down with him for a half hour.
Awesome.
I picked his brain as much as I could.
Good.
So we'll be having that. You'll find out a lot about the history, things that he's seen change.
Cool.
And we find out what he'll do in retirement.
I'm excited to hear about it.
Yeah.
Well-earned retirement.
Absolutely.
Congrats.
Yeah.
All right, switching gears here, Fitchburg Girl Scouts have donated and built a new little free library. We all know about the little free libraries. You see them out.
Cool.
They kind of resemble a large, what would you call it, mailbox almost type of situation, houses some books. But residents of Fitchburg have access to a new little free library thanks to the Girl Scout Troop 2446 and McKee Park Apartments, a senior living community. The Brownie and junior members of the troop designed and built the new library, which will be hosted on the senior apartments grounds near the corner of Chapel Valley Road and Brendan Avenue across from McKee Farms Park in Fitchburg. And the library will be managed by the Girl Scout Troop and apartment residents will officially unveil at 6:15 p.m. tonight. So if you want to go check it out, you want to be there for the official unveiling, that is tonight, 6:15 p.m. Looks like, again, the corner of Chapel Valley Road and Brendan Avenue.
And guess what, Preston? I have pulled some strings, and we're going to send a crew to this tonight.
Yeah.
And give you the inside look on just what this troop has done.
Sweet.
Can't wait to see what they look like.
Yeah, you think they're going to put solar panels on top of that library? Maybe.
That'd be awesome.
That's just my idea, though.
Did not see that coming.
For USB charging.
Yeah,
there
right.
you go.
Yeah, boy. You might be onto something there. Oh, boy. All right, let's move on here. There'll be a public hearing on the council's proposed amendments of the 2018 operating budget. This is going to be happening tomorrow night on November 14th at 7:30 p.m. The Common Council will hold a public hearing at City Hall regarding the Common Council's proposed amendments to the 2018 operating budget. To access the mayor's budget, all you have to do is head out to the website, fitchburgwi.gov. It's right there waiting for you to review. Or if you just want to wait till tomorrow night and you want to watch because you don't want to come here, we'll have it broadcasting live over at our not on the on the Gov.
The Gov channel.
Yeah, you're going to check it out, F3.
Sounds good. Curbside brush collection. That's right. It is scheduled November 13th. That's today. Through 17th. The residents, of course, you are provided with 14 brush collections throughout the year here. And this is one of them.
This is the last one, Preston.
This is the last one.
This is number 14.
Oh, boy. So you have to get your stuff out as early as possible. Preferably, you have it out there already. But get it out there as soon as possible. Brush will be picked up between today and Saturday, but not necessarily on the day that your trash is picked up. Curbside brush collection size requirements. Remember, brush length must be less than 5 feet long, less than 6 inches in diameter, with the cut end of the branch, if it is a branch, towards the street. So there you go.
Yeah, we told you on Friday that this was the last one. So we said everybody on Friday, have it out at 6:30 today.
Yeah, get it out there.
It's out there, yeah. All right, moving forward, this is a special week when it comes to DOT, and it's this is a good one. It's National Traffic Incident Response Week. And last year, you did a really cool story on this, and I hope to use that story a little bit later this week. But here's the info on this. Every year, there are more than 116,000 traffic crashes averaged throughout the state of Wisconsin. Many of these crashes create a need for emergency response because of property damage or urgent medical needs. Governor Scott Walker has proclaimed November 13th through the 19th as Traffic Incident Response Week. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation joins the organization in a nationwide effort, to raise awareness about the important and dangerous job of crash response. Wisconsin averages more than 200 crashes annually involving at least one emergency vehicle that is engaged in emergency response. There are steps for motorists to take to help turn this number around. And the big one is the slow down and move over.
Oh, yeah.
When passing an incident scene that provides protective buffer barrier for responders and motorists behind you. We'll talk more about this throughout the week as there'll be different activities held. And again, on Friday, I'm looking to replay the piece you put together last year, which I think explains it very well. From the responders who have to go out on the Beltline every day and stay protected. So if you see any lights or anybody, on the side of the road, slow down, move over. That's the biggest thing I can say there.
Yep.
Whew, that is your headlines on this nice chilly afternoon in November. It's like winter is here. It's hitting you hard.
It's been coming, as they say on Game of Thrones, of course.
Coming up next, we're going to open up the Verona Road construction project. But first, here's a look at this week's meetings.